Rangers still your leaders over in the Vanarama National League as they edge closer to EFL League 2. But will they extend the lead this coming week? We'll take a little look next. Video today. We look forward to match day number 33. That's right, over in the Vanarama National League. And we'll get to that in one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscriber to keep banging out all things Rovers related, National League related, world football related. We're going to do here, boys, under one rooski. Wow, some surprises in store. What last week, or was there, of course, as Deadpool FC make a real push for, of course, the playoffs and maybe even challenging top honours as well. We'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. They give me a lot, of course, behind the scenes. If you're new, where you been, smash the old subscribe. So let's get cracking then. Of course, revisit those results on the past weekend. Bring you bang up to date with, of course, the leaderboard, the prediction king, and all that kind of stuff. And then let's kick it on forward to another full match of fixtures. So here we go into the deep end. Of course, Altrincham against Dagenham was a 3-0 win for Altrincham. Big win for them, of course, moving up the table. Where are they now? Up to 17th in the end. Dagenham and Redbridge, of course, remain in 10th. So Boreham, big win for them. Big week for them. 1-0 winners over Eastleigh. They're up to, of course, we're at third right now. 3 games in hand. Of course, win all those. And guess what? They could be challenging for top honours. Everton next for them on the old agenda. Meanwhile, Dover, they did lose to Grimsby. 3-1 winners for Grimsby. They're up to 9th. Of course, a couple of games in hand as well on the chasing pack. I'm just having a quick look at it. Where is Boreham? 3 games in hand, of course. Okay, go for them. Woking did lose to Notts County. Notts County is still in the thick of things in a very, very tight race for, of course, playoffs. Meanwhile, Halifax Town 1-0 winners over Barnet. That's right, Halifax Town all the way up to 5th right now. And again, a couple of games in hand with the teams above them. Lynn lost to Maidenhead. 4-1 winners for Maidenhead. Southend, 1-1 draw against Solihull. It was a very, very tight one there. Went with a 3-2 with myself. Not too shabby. Stockport picked up a 1-0 win over Weymouth again to extend the lead at the top of the table. Of course, Wealdstone picked up a draw against Torquay United. A bit of a damp squib, that one there. Meanwhile, Wrexham AFC picked up a 4-1 win over Aldershot. Yeah. 5-goal thriller there for Ryan Reynolds, boys. Meanwhile, that does sound Welsh, doesn't it, when you say Ryan Reynolds, boys? Meanwhile, of course, Yeovil picked up a shock win when they went over Chesterfield. And again, to extend their lead, or extend Stockport's lead. Kicking off forward, let's take a look at that table. Stockport currently have got 6-point cushion over Chesterfield. They both played 30, of course. Meanwhile, Bournemouth are, of course, what we're looking at here. 8 points adrift, win all 3 of those games. Guess what? They go top of the pops. Of course, Wrexham to 4th right now with Halifax Town, Solihull and Notts County in the top 7. Down the foot, it's Dover and Lynn going down. Weymouth also in a bit of trouble as well. Let's take a little look then, shall we? Of course, had our own little mini leaderboard then for this week alone. Yeah, round of applause for Chesterfield FC. Are great. Picking up 9 points there. Well done to you. You did fab there. Russell Frost in the Power 3. Alongside a couple other familiar names. And meanwhile, the mini leaderboard looks just like this. Wow. Deep at the great with 54 bins, guys, in the mini season for him. 46 points on the board as well for Chesterfield FC. Great. And Winky's in third in the table. That's, of course, the mini league. We're going to bring you back with the master leaderboard right here, right now. Well, in just a second. Let's take a look then at the prediction king for the month of February. Now, of course, the prediction king for the month is the persons that accumulate the most points over the course of the month. We, of course, bang out of about of games in Feb. Looking forward to the month of March next. You can win it multiple times. There could be multiple winners, and at the end of it, one of the guys will be selected from a selector to be the winner. So the winner of the month of February is that a surprise, really? Probably not. It is Deepak the Great. It's a name you're going to see many, many times over the next few videos, of course. So well done to Deepak the Great. That makes it back-to-back wins for him. He's actually won it 3 times at the last 4. So well done to Deepak the Great. Give him a round of applause, guys. Give him a bloody round of applause. Absolutely fantastic. But is he actually leading the master leaderboard? Well, it might need a bit of a clean up, but at the moment it is Deepak the Great with 143 points on the board so far. There might be some double names in there. I think I saw Jimmy Watton's name down at the bottom there, so he might have a few more points than he does right now. But ultimately, it's all in there. They're all in there. I just need to clean up a little bit. But ultimately, Deepak the Great has a 3-point cushion at the moment over Russell Frost, who's in second spot. Of course, Chesterfield FC, our great, is in third in the table. Still, probably a 3-horse race at this moment in time. You need something special, I think, for the rest of you guys. But keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking. Of course, you might be there at the end of it. If you want to get involved, cut the /non-league. All right then, folks, let's kick it off. We'll take a look at the next round of matches. Of course, it's a bit of an extended week this week. Of course, we've got 2 or 3 games on Tuesday. Then, of course, a full fixture list to wrap it up. So we're going to jump in the deep end and kick it all off on the 1st of March. The Eyes of March, is that right? Of course. Anyway, they play each other. Chesterfield up against Notts County. 22 times in the past. 8 was Chesterfield, 10 was Notts County, and 4 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 5 though for Chesterfield right now. 50% form. They've actually won, lost 1, 2, lost 2, drawn 2 at the last 6. Up against Notts County, of course. 75% form for them. Unbeaten in the last 5, picking up 4 wins and a draw to boot. Last time around, over in Chesterfield, it was a 3-2 win for Notts County. That was back in November 2020. They've not played each other, of course, already. So this is the first of 2 times. And of course, they'll play each other, I'm sure, pretty much close on the horizon. Anyway, Chesterfield Companies on the back of a 1-1 over Yeovil. Notts County pick up a 2-1 win over Woking. They do have odds on this one. Odds go in favour of Chesterfield. They are favourites, but only just slight odds here. Going to go with Chesterfield. So am I. 2-1 win for them in the end. Kicking off forward, it will be Dagenham and Redbridge. They are going to entertain Maidenhead, of course, also scheduled to take place on the 1st of March. Now, these 2 sides, of course, played each other 9 times 2017. 4 wins for Dagenham, 2 wins for Maidenhead, and we've got 3 draws, of course. Dagenham coming to this, just 1 win and 5 for them right now, 42% form. Up against the Maidenhead side, unbeaten in the last 5, picking up 58% form, winning 2 and drawing 3 of the last 5. Last time around, though, over in Dagenham, it was a 2-1 win for Dagenham back in March 2021. The reverse fixture, though, in Maidenhead back in November was a 4-1 win for Dagenham. So Dagenham coming to this on back-to-back defeats, back-to-back wins, over Maidenhead. Coming at you, though, Dagenham did lose to Altrincham, and of course haven't won since they beat Spennymoor in the Football Trophy back in, of course, the 12th of Feb. Meanwhile, Maidenhead coming to us on the back of a 4-1 over Lynn. The odds on this one go in favour, though, of Dagenham. Of course, they are red-hot favourites for the victory on this, so I'm going to give it to them as well. 2-1 win for them. For Dagenham to take it to the house. Kicking off forward is Wrexham. They're going to be entertaining over in Wales. They're going to be taking on Lynn, of course. Redbridge FC up against Lynn, of course, scheduled to take place on the 1st of March. Now, these 2 sides have played each other 3 times since 2021. 3 wins and 3 for Wrexham coming into this, and they're coming to this on the back of 4 wins on the succession. 75% form for them at the moment, of course. Meanwhile, Lynn coming to this just 1 win in 5. In fact, 1 win in 6 if we open it up a little bit. 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, it was a 5-3 win for Wrexham back in May 2021. The reverse fixture, though, in Lynn was a 6-2 win in the end. So, over the course of 2 games, Lynn have conceded 11 goals against Wrexham. Meanwhile, though, they're coming to this on the back of a 4-1 loss against Maidenhead, and Wrexham coming to this on the back of a 4-1 win over Aldershot. Red hot favourites is your Wrexham on this one, and red hot favourites they shall be. 2-0 win for them, for me, on this one. Kicking off forward, though, it is Aldershot. They're going to be taking on Stockport County. That's right, of course. Now, these 2 sides scheduled to take place on the 5th of March. Now, they played each other 7 times in 2010. 3 wins to Aldershot, 2 wins to Stockport, and 2 draws, of course. 1 win and 6, though, for Aldershot right now. 33% form up against the Stockport side, who have actually won 5 of the last 6. 92% form. Red hot right now. Meanwhile, last time played each other in Aldershot, it was a 2-1 win for Stockport. That was back in April 2021. The reverse fixture, though, was a 1 win for Stockport back in October. Coming at you, though, Aldershot picking up a 4-1 loss, though, to Wrexham. And Stockport County coming into on back-to-back 1-0 wins. Of course, back-to-back with 1 wins over the W's. First Woking, then Weymouth. Of course, the odds for this one, though, go in favour of Stockport there. Of course, running away with it at the top of the table, and of course, expecting to win here. 2-0 win for them, for me, on this one. Kicking off forward, what do we have? We have Dagenham and Redbridge again, double bubble for them. Up against Boreham Wood. Of course, could be a monstrous week for Boreham Wood. Of course, scheduled to take place on the 4th of March, giving them a day's rest after their potential FA Cup shenanigans. Played each other 12 times. These 2 sides 2016. 3 for Dagenham, 6 for Boreham Wood, and 3 draws. Just 1 win in 5 though for Dagenham right now. That's including that one. So it'll actually be 2 wins in the past 5 for Dagenham. Meanwhile, Boreham Wood coming to us on the back of just 1 defeat the past 4 for their 58% form. Of course, not including any FA Cup exploits. Last time around in Dagenham was a 2-2 draw back in March. The reverse fixture, though, it was a 2-2 win for Boreham Wood back in October. Coming at you, Boreham Wood picking up 1-1 over Eastleigh, and they're coming into this on the back of back-to-back clean sheets. Meanwhile, Dagenham, of course, losing to Altrincham, and of course, picking up a win against Maidenhead. They've got no odds on this one, or do I? Do I have odds? No, I don't have odds on this one, but of course, I'm going to back Boreham Wood to bounce back no matter what goes on in midweek with a 2-1 win over Dagenham. Kicking on forward, what else do we have? We have Eastleigh up against Wealdstone, again scheduled to take place this coming weekend. Of course, Eastleigh are looking pretty shit at the moment. Of course, without a win in the last 11 games. And, of course, Wealdstone coming to us without a win in 3 now. But these 2 sides have played each other 4 times in 2020. 2 wins to Eastleigh, 1 win for Wealdstone, and 1 draw, of course. Last time around, though, in Eastleigh was all the way back in November 2020. It was a 2-1 win for Eastleigh. The reverse fixture, though, in Wealdstone was a 2-1 win for Eastleigh way back in October. Of course, Eastleigh, though, losing to Boreham Wood last time around. Of course, that was just on the weekend. 1-0 loss. I mean, Wealdstone picking up a 1-1 draw against Torquay United. The odds on this one, though, go in favour already. Early doors on this. Going in favour of for Eastleigh for the victory. I'm going to go with a draw myself, 0-0, right down the middle, and I cannot separate the two sides. Can you let me know your thoughts and opinions down below as we look forward to the games? Kicking off for us, Barnet against Dover, down, of course, London way. Played each other 7 times, 2014. 4 was for Barnet, 2 for Dover, and 1 draw. Just 1-6 for Barnet right now, 33% form up against the Dover side. Also 1-6, 25% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, over in Barnet, it was a 1-0 win for Dover. That was back in August 2019. The reverse fixture over in Dover was also a 2-1 win, this time for Barnet, though, last time around. Coming at you, though, Dover picking up a 3-1 loss against Grimsby, whereas Barnet did lose to Halifax Town and scored in back-to-back games. The odds, though, for this one going in favour of Barnet. Red hot favourites, going to go with the win with them as well, with the 1-0 win, taking it over Dover. Kicking on forward, it will be also on the same match days, Chesterfield up against Southend. Bit of a tricky one, this one. Could go either way. Played the 15 times 2005, 7 wins apiece and 1 draw. Just 1-5, though, for Chesterfield right now, 50% form up against the Southend side. Unbeaten in the last 8 games, of course, picking up back-to-back draws, though, 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, though, over in Chesterfield, it was a 3-1 win for Chesterfield. That was back in November this season. Of course, it was in the FA Cup. Meanwhile, last time that in the league, it was a 4-0 win for Southend in Chesterfield back in April 2017 in League One. Wow, my, how both of these two sides have fallen. The reverse fixture, of course, was in Wrexham, was in Southend. Of course, back in October, it was a 4-0 win for Chesterfield as well. Chesterfield, though, picking up a 1-0 win over Yeovil, of course. Meanwhile, Southend picking up back-to-back draws as well up against Solihull Moors last round. The odds here quite tight on this one, Chesterfield up against Southend. Chesterfield are your favourites. Going with a 2-2 draw myself. I might even back Southend on this if I had to put a quid on something. I probably would put a quid on Southend if the odds are that rich for Southend. Kicking off forward, though, is Weymouth. They're going to be taking on Halifax Town, of course, also this weekend. Played each other 7 times, 2006, 2 wins for Weymouth, 5 wins for Halifax Town, and 0 draws. Just 1-6 though for Weymouth right now. 42% form up against the Halifax Town side. Who've just lost once in the past 4 for them, 42% form at the moment. Of course, last time around, and Weymouth, there was a 5-1 win for Halifax back in December 2020. The reverse fixture over in Halifax. Also, of course, the 2-0 win for Halifax on this one. So Halifax Town win 4 on the bounce against Weymouth. Meanwhile, coming at you, though, Weymouth did lose to Stockport 1-0 last time around, and Halifax pick up a 1-0 win over Barnet. The odds here, we're going in favour of Halifax Town on the road. Monstrous favourites on this one. Going to give it to them as well. 1-0 win. Back in the bookies myself on this one. Kicking on forward is Grimsby. They're going to be taking on Woking, of course, over in Grimsby. Of course, scheduled to take place on the 5th of March as well. 10 times they played each other since 2012. 9 was Grimsby, nothing but Woking, and 1 draw. Grimsby coming to us unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form. Because the Woking side went 1 in the last 7 games, of course. Last time around, though, in Grimsby, in the league, it was in the National League back in February 2016. It was a 3-1 win for Grimsby. But last time played there was, of course, in Woking. Back in October, it was a 1-0 win for Grimsby as well. Grimsby winning 6 on the bounce against, of course, Woking on this one. The odds go, actually, Grimsby 3-1. They beat Dover 3-1 last time around. Back-to-back wins, actually. Back-to-back 3-1 wins as well. Meanwhile, Woking coming to us on the back of a 2-0 loss against Notts County. Coming at you, though, the odds go in favour of Grimsby. 100% favourites on this one, so back the boys on this one. 1-0 win for them, for me, on this one. Kicking on forward is Maidenhead up against Altrincham, scheduled to take place this coming weekend. Top of the pops on this one. Let's get a look at it. Played each other 3 times to 2023 wins out of 3 for Altrincham, of course. Maidenhead picking up 0, but they come to us unbeaten in the last 5, though. 58% form, winning 2 and drawing 3. Winning 2 and drawing 3 of the last 6. Meanwhile, of course, Altrincham come to us just 1 defeat past 4 for them. 42% form for them right now. Last time around, though, over in Maidenhead, there was a 1-0 win for Altrincham. That was, of course, back in March 2021. The reverse fixture, though, in October was a 2-0 win for Altrincham as well. Altrincham coming to us, though, winning 3 out of 3 against them and haven't conceded a goal in those last 3. Meanwhile, Maidenhead pick up a 4-1 win over Kingsland. Altrincham pick up a 3-0 win over Dagenham. On this one, quite tight on the bookies on this one, but I think Maidenhead are your favourites here. Going to go with a 1-1 draw myself. I can't separate the two sides. Can you? Kick it off forward and let me know down below. Notts County taking on Yeovil, of course, coming at you this weekend as well. Played each other 23 times, 2004, 10 wins for Yeovil, 8 wins for Notts County, and 5 draws. Notts County, though, coming to this unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form. Of course, they'll pick up a loss against Chesterfield, though, this early in the week. Meanwhile, Yeovil coming to us without a win in the last 6 games. Picking up 4 draws, though, so drawing a bunch of games. 33% form for them right now. Last round, though, in Notts County, it was a 2-0 win for Notts County. That's back in March 2021. The reverse fixture in Yeovil back in October was a 2-0 win for Notts County as well. Notts County unbeaten in the last 4 against Yeovil, picking up 3 wins and a draw. Meanwhile, they also come to us on the back of a 2-0 win over Woking. And, of course, Yeovil did lose to Chesterfield past midweek. The odds go in favour quite tight. No, it's not tight. It's going in favour of Notts County. Comfortable favourites on this one. 2-1 win for them to take it on the house. Kicking on forward then, shall we? We have Solihull Moors taking taking on King's Bloody Lynn. Of course, it should be a nailed-on home win if I ever saw one. Played each other go to my house 5,008, 2 wins for Solihull Moors, 1 for King's Lynn, and 2 draws, of course. Solihull Moors unbeaten in the last 9 games, picking up 4 wins of the past 6, 83% form. Meanwhile, King's Lynn just 1 win of 6 for them, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around in Solihull, it was a 5-0 win back in October 2020. The reverse fixture in King's Lynn was a 1-0 win for Solihull Moors. Meanwhile, Solihull Moors pick up a draw against Southend. Of course, King's Lynn losing comfortably to Maidenhead last time around. The odds go in favour of Solihull Moors. Red hot favourites for this one. I'm going to give it to them as well with a 3-1 win to take it to the house. And it is Torquay United up against Bromley, of course, scheduled to take place this weekend as well, if I can find it. There you are. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 11 times, 2015, 4 wins for Torquay, 5 for Bromley, and 2 draws. Of course, Torquay unbeaten in the last 5 games, 58% form. Meanwhile, Bromley also coming to this on 58% form, but just 1 win and 4 for them right now. Last round in Torquay, it was a 0-0 draw back in May 2021. The reverse fixture, though, was in Bromley back in October. It was a 2-0 for Bromley. So Bromley coming to this on back-to-back clean sheets against Torquay. They also pick up a 2-2 draw against Weymouth last round, with Torquay pick up a draw against Wealdstone. Coming at you, though, the odds for this one quite tight on this one, very, very tight. But they go with Torquay on this one, and I'm going to go with them as well with a 2-0 win to take it to the house. That, my friends, is it. Be sure to give me some loving on the older channel there, but make sure you go to the website, cut4/non-league, get your picks in, of course, and we'll see who comes out on top in the first week of March. That's right, of course, new prediction league there, so make sure you get in amongst it. But of course, give it some loving, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Of course, we'll check you out, of course, when we return after these games. But until then, guys, we're done for now. Smash your subscribe. See you soon. Till then, be safe.